Welcome back to the program. You know, Gavin Newsom may have aspirations for a 2028 presidential run, but I don't think he's smart enough to run. And guess what? He's even admitted it, all right? I think that, number one, he has so much baggage. I mean, from the fires in California, for not having water. I mean, the ads are going to be just brutal against this guy, number one. Number two, you've got the images of him at that French restaurant during COVID. I mean, he doesn't have a chance. Honestly, he doesn't have a chance. They are going to destroy him if he actually runs. But assuming that he does, he's not going to win, but assuming that he does, okay, he's not a very smart person. And guess what? He admits it himself. He was on some podcast the other day, and I guess they asked him about his 2028, aspirations or whatever. And this, which is crazy, is what he said. He says, quote, "I have no idea," Newsom said, "of whether he will run. The idea that a guy, listen, who got a 960 on his SATs, that still struggles to read scripts, wow, that was always in the back of the classroom wondering what was going on, the idea that you would even throw that out is in and of itself extraordinary. Who the hell knows what I'm going to do? All I can say is I'm looking forward to who presents themselves in 2028 and who meets that moment. And that's the question for the American people." End quote. Okay? Now, why am I laughing at this? Okay, so first off, the lowest score that you can get in the SATs is, I believe, 400. Okay? They give you 200 points just for signing your name. And the reason that we say that is because if you answered every question wrong, or you left every single question blank but wrote your name on the paper, you get 200 points, okay? So this guy got 960. Now, why is that crazy? Okay, well, a perfect score is 1600. Some examples of a 1600, Mark Zuckerberg, okay, scored a perfect score, 1600. Bill Gates got a 1590. I mean, pretty close. These are smart people. They're evil, but they're smart people, right? These are folks that went to good schools, Harvard, all that stuff. 960 is terrible. Now, I wouldn't call myself a, quote, genius, but I scored an 1130, okay, myself. And I scored a nearly perfect score, which is the max you can get is 800 for the English part of it. And I didn't do great on the math part. And I'll admit that. But I scored so high on the English part, which is why I'm articulate. It's why I can speak well and off the cuff and be able to do all this all these years. Math, another story. I didn't pass high school algebra. I dropped out of it. Once numbers and letters got mixed together, like I can handle the numbers, addition, multiplication, subtraction, division, all that. Okay, that's easy stuff. No fractions, I got you. Percentages, no problem. But once you start doing, a to the 8th power times x, b, 3, 9, flat, whatever, my brain just said, I'm not interested. I'm done. So when I took them, I didn't do very well on the math part, but I did really well on the other part, which is why my score was, I guess average. Nothing spectacular, but, whatever. 1130 is whatever. It's not too bad, considering some of these other people that score 15 and 1400 and 1600 and whatever. He scored a 960, folks. He is dumber than a pail of hammers, all right? This guy has no brain capacity whatsoever. And a 960 means that he got, because there's only two sections, math and English, and a 960 means that one of them scored a 400 and the other one scored a 500 and change, okay? So Gavin Newsom is dumb as shit. Let me repeat that. Gavin Newsom is as dumb as it gets. So I think that in and of itself is going to doom him. But not just to mention all the other horrible things around him. And trust me, they're not going to let... He made a fatal mistake telling his SAT scores, because all the ads are going to have him with a dunce cap on with his little 960. I mean, 960 is not good, okay? It's really not good. So I wanted to bring that up because I thought it was kind of funny. Now, let's go through what I really want to talk about on this part, which is this right here. And then we'll wrap it up. So we know that this Mamdani guy is really bad news. He's trying to normalize radical Islam in New York. He's trying to say, oh, if you oppose me, well, you're just a racist. What's that? The mayor of the UK is a Muslim, and I don't know, another 12 or 14 other major areas in and around the UK all have Muslim mayors. Don't worry about that. It's not like they're infiltrating Europe. No, of course not. It's not like they have no-go zones. I mean, come on. What are you afraid of? I'm telling you, in America, this ain't going to fly. We're going to fight back. We're going to fight back hard. Listen to this. House Republicans want to strip Zohran Mamdani of his citizenship, possibly deport New York City mayoral frontrunner over form omissions. Okay, listen to this. The first immigration case New York City mayoral frontrunner Zohran Mamdani may have to confront if elected could be his own, as two House Republicans are pushing the Justice Department to probe his path to citizenship and possibly boot him from the United States altogether. Representative Randy Fine, and this guy's good. This guy is fine. He's the one that replaced Matt Gaetz, I believe, there in Florida. Last week demanded that the feds, quote, review every naturalization of the past 30 years, starting with Mamdani. I just think we need to take a hard look at how these folks became citizens. And if there is any fraud or any violation of the rules, we need to denaturalize and then deport them, Fine told the New York Post. What have I been saying? How do you stop Mamdani? Denaturalization. Where are you, Marco? Hello, Marco. Where are you? Denaturalize this guy. Don't even let him run. I've said that numerous times. Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani became a U.S. citizen after moving here. Hang on, there's a pop-up. Give me a second. After moving here as a child from Uganda, a pair of House Republicans want him probed for possible denaturalization for making allegedly false statements during his process to become a citizen. He also called for a probe of anti-Israel squad member Ilhan Nuar Saeed Omar, who was born in Somalia and as one of the first two women Muslims to serve in Congress. Mamdani is a threat to the nation, he continued. I know that there are a lot of us that are very, very concerned about the enemy within. Wow, a Republican congressman talking about the enemy within. Where have you been? Huh? We've been talking about this for years. I'm glad you're catching up. People who have come to this country to become citizens to, quote, destroy it. And then it says, whoops, jumped over here. Here it is. Okay, here it is. Fuck. Here it is. He dismissed logical concerns about yanking the citizenship of naturalized Americans after they got elected to top jobs. If they are not Americans, they can't be in office. Since June, his colleague, Representative Andy Ogles from Tennessee, has also pushed for a Justice Department probe of Mamdani, saying that the socialist who is leading the New York City mayoral polls lied on his sworn affidavit statement when he became a naturalized citizen in 2018. Ogles issued a call to deport Mamdani and branded him an anti-Semitic socialist communist who will destroy the great city of New York. Well, he's not wrong there. In 2018, when he was naturalized, he failed to disclose some of the things that he had been doing, one of which was joining the Democratic Socialists of America. What have I been saying? President Trump, great job on Antifa being a terrorist organization. Go further. The next one that ought to be is the Democratic Socialists of America. They are indeed a terrorist organization. The Southern Poverty Law Center, indeed a terrorist organization. Okay? Those three in particular. We already know about George Soros and the Open Society and all that. The Democratic Socialists, next to Antifa, the DSA is the next issue and terrorist problem in the United States of America. Okay? I've been saying that for years. So, here's the question. How do we get rid of Mamdani? It's so simple a caveman could see this one a million miles away. Step number 1. Immediately designate the Democratic Socialists of America as a terrorist organization. Step number 2. Investigate Mamdani now, even before the election. And guess what? When you find out that not only has he given money to that now terrorist organization, as designated through executive order, blah, 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 by President Trump tomorrow or whenever it might be, but more importantly, they have given him money. He is close with them. He has associates with them. There's email communications. There's written communications. There's endorsements. Oh, really? Well, now you're a terrorist organization. And now you've got the mayoral candidate tied in, which, by the way, we've seen pictures of him with the imam from the World Trade Center bombings. He wants to radicalize. He is a threat. He is a threat to New York. It's like an inside 9/11 is basically what, instead of the planes coming from the outside, now you have someone that is infecting the body politic and basically like a cancer is taking over and metastasizing, and that's what he wants to do. He wants to do that throughout the city. So how do we get rid of him? It's so simple. 1, DSA, terrorist organization. 2, investigate him. 3, oh, you're close to a terrorist organization. 4, denaturalization. 5, maybe even jail, but if not 5 or 6, deport him. Deport his ass back to Uganda and let him have a ride along with Kilmore Burritos Garcia as well, because again, they were talking about putting him in Uganda. Maybe they can have a 2-for-1 sale, okay? That's the bottom line. So I don't think that even if he does win, he's going to be able to do anywhere near the damage that he's hoping to do, mainly because he needs this. And New York ain't got none of it. None of it. And there's millions of millionaires and billionaires saying, see you later. I'm at Florida right now. Or I'm in Arizona. Or I'm going anywhere other than New York. They are fleeing. Okay? So all the money's coming out. So when all the money's coming out and there's no taxpayers to pay for any of this stuff, where's he going to go? Excuse me, Mr. Trump? Allah Akbar over here. I would like some money. That's going to happen. President Trump is then going to send in ICE into New York, and he's going to take out all those criminals and all those illegal aliens. So not only are they going to have any no money, but even if he doesn't want to jail these people and he wants to defund the police, well, it won't be as bad because the criminals will already be out. Okay? But I don't even want to see him win. I don't want to see him be there at all. He needs to go. And the best way to do it, designate the Democrat Socialists of America as a terrorist organization. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Put them down in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one.